friends, welcome to iExamB. I'm Satakshi and I'm your English faculty at iExamB. और इस वीडियो में हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे विद रूल्स ऑफ ग्रामर, जो कि आपके सारे बैंकिंग एग्जाम्स एंड रेगुलेटरी बॉडी एग्जाम्स के लिए बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. एरर डिटेक्शन मोस्टली पूरा का पूरा आपका रूल्स ऑफ ग्रामर पे बेस्ड होता है, राइट? So last time I had a request to make a video in English. I will speak English in this video for those who do not understand Hindi very well. So this video, rules of grammar, you can watch if you want to watch this video in English, right? So now let's study some of the rules of grammar, and we will study these in the form of questions, right? So these are some difficult questions that we see in our exam, right? And these questions are based on rules of grammar, and these are error detection questions, right? So in these type of questions, these are actually quite difficult, as in it is very difficult to get the combination right. Okay, so even the students who have studied very thoroughly the rules of grammar, they also tend to make mistakes or choose the wrong option in the exam. So attempt these questions only when you are 100% sure that your answer is correct. All right, otherwise you may lose some marks. Okay, so now let's discuss this. It says WordPress, an open source content management system, said they will block Google's new ad tracking technology as the company sees it as a security concern. Now, when we have read this sentence, we know one thing, that WordPress is what? It is a name of a company. Okay, so it is one unit and it is singular. All right. So when the subject is singular, then your pronoun, which is referring back to that noun or subject, if you say, it should also be singular. They is incorrect here. It should be it instead of they. All right. So one is incorrect. Okay. Now moving on to the second sentence, it says Google has not rolled out the feature completely yet. However, a number of browsers, including DuckDuckGo, Brave, Vivaldi, and Mozilla, have opted out of the new ad tracking feature that will replace third-party cookies. Okay, so we are not seeing any of the issues here. So also we should refer to the options, right? So here it says only one, and here we have 1 and 3 in the options. So in 2 and 3 we don't have 1 as one of the options. So we will discard these because 1 definitely contains error. Okay. So now moving on to the third sentence, it says placing people in groups based on their browsing habits are likely to facilitate employment, housing, and other types of discrimination, as well as predatory targeting of unsophisticated consumers, right? So here again the subject is what? The subject is placing. So according to the rule of subject verb agreement, your verb must agree with the subject. Okay, so the subject here is singular, so here are is incorrect. You should use is. Okay, so the error lies here in the first sentence and in the in the third sentence. So the correct answer here is option 4. All right, now second sentence is correct, so we will not include that in our combination option, right? Now moving ahead, we'll see next question. It says facing a massive surge in COVID-19 cases, the central government cancelled the Central Board of Secondary Education's Class 10 examination and postponed the Class 12 examination scheduled to be held since May 4. Okay, so here they are talking about something that is that will happen in future. That is, the exams were going to start from 4th May, but now they have been postponed and some have been cancelled, right? So here we will see the rule. I'll show you the rule. This is incorrect. Since is not used here. You will use from here. All right. And since is used when we are talking about an activity that began in the past but is still continuing till now, right? And also the tense with since is always the perfect form of tense, the perfect or perfect continuous form of tense is used with since. All right. So it is incorrect to use since here. It should be from. So first is incorrect sentence, right? Next is aligning examinations of various boards are a practical necessity. And the moment we have read this, we know that aligning is the subject here and the verb is are, which is incorrect. It should be is. Subject verb agreement. Okay, aligning is singular. The verb should also be singular, which is, right? So the error is also in the second sentence. So do we have 1 and 2 anywhere here? So we don't have 1 and 2. So we will choose this option, and definitely there is an error here, right? So in the exam, you need not check the third sentence if you are 100% sure of the first two having the errors, right? But again, because we are studying here, so we will see the last sentence also. It says, unusually, large numbers of shoppers in the city's northern suburbs left shelves bare in markets, but customers were relatively a few in the center of the city of 21 million, where supplies remain abundant. So you don't use a few with relatively. You use a few when you're talking about a significant number. Okay, a significant number will be a few, but few would be less, related to less, but for countable nouns, right? So a few is incorrect here. All the sentences have error, and these are the rules. And here also there is this PDF. You can download that PDF and you will have all the rules in one place, which we have discussed today. Okay, so now this is the third sentence. It says, one of the clear success of democracies have been the regular conduct. Now if you know rules of grammar, immediately you will be able to spot this error, that with one of the, you always use plural noun or pronoun, right? So clear successes is the correct usage, right? So this is incorrect. Okay, so you have to replace success with successes. So one is incorrect. Now second says, the first Sunday of Wimbledon is normally a rest day at which tournament organizers work to get. Now, when we read this, we know that the preposition at is incorrectly used. It should be on which. We are born on a particular day. It is a rest day on which something will happen. Okay, so on is the correct usage. Here is the error of preposition. All right. Now moving on to the third sentence, it says, Wimbledon village bars and restaurants that host the world's best players once a year will be out of pocket as so and so. Now we have read this sentence. There is a difference between the usage of that and which, right? Now I have also made a video on this, and if you are following this series, then you would know that that and which have a difference. That is used for restrictive clauses. That is, it is used when you cannot remove a part of a sentence. A clause cannot be removed, then you will use that, right? But which is used for non-restrictive clauses. Even if you remove the part containing which, then the sentence should make sense. Now, if we remove this part, the sentence will make sense. It is only adding information. Thus, usage of that is incorrect because this is not a restrictive clause. We should use which. Again, you can have this rule here. Here all the three rules are listed, and here the correct answer will be, now in the directions we have, it has been written that you have to use the choose the correct combination of correct sentences, right? So none is correct here. We will select option D. And you can always, I say again, download the PDF where all these rules will be listed. Okay. Now this sentence says, the first one says, the state government has convened an all-party meeting to be chaired on the CM. So the meeting will not be chaired on someone, but it will be chaired by someone, right? The CM will be the chairman. So the meeting will be chaired by someone. It is the incorrect use of preposition again. Okay, next is, the chief minister wrote to the prime minister urging him to immediately cancel the order to divert 80 tons of oxygen produced in Tamil Nadu to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, right? So yes, there is no error here. So let's move ahead, and also we can simultaneously check that, where in the options we see that option 2 is there. So yes, this is correct. Here we'll have to check. Okay, so 1 is not correct, so we can discard these options, right? Now we have to check for third. When the number of active cases crossing 1 lakh, the state government's requirement for so and so. So this is wrong. It should be with the number of active cases crossing 1 lakh. So this is incorrect usage. Then again, our correct answer will be that only 2 is correct. All right. And this is the rule that the prepositions have been used incorrectly here. Now friends, if you want to see the rules, they are there in the PDF, the link to which will be given in the description box below. Then you can download it and have the all the rules at your disposal, and whenever you want to refer to them, you may. This is all for the video, friends. I hope you have learned something from these videos and you have understood the importance of rules of grammar. If friends, you have not subscribed to our channel, please do press the bell icon so that you continue to receive the updates of the videos that we post for you.